Hello everyone and welcome to our bilingual story time today with the Putnam County District Library. Hola a todos y bienvenidos a nuestra hora de cuentos bilingüe con la Putnam County District Library. Today we are going to learn about a fruit, but I am not going to tell you which fruit it is. Hoy vamos a aprender sobre una fruta, pero no voy a decir cuál fruta es. I'm not going to say which fruit it is. Okay, we are going to listen to a rhyme and I want you to try to guess which fruit. ¿Cuál fruta es? De la rima. Okay, here we go. My beautiful blossom will take your breath away. Cherries, plums, and I are related in a way. The Chinese discovered me long, long ago, one fine day. A color gets its name from me today. You can eat me raw or in the form of dishes. I'm rich in vital minerals and highly nutritious. My jams, jellies, juices are simply delicious. Name me, I'm so very luscious. In Spanish, en español, the rhyme goes like this. La rima va así. Mis flores te quitarán el aliento, descubierto por los chinos hace mucho tiempo. Las cerezas y las ciruelas están en mi familia. Mi color y sabor te llenaré con alegría. Cómeme crudo o cocido en un plato. Lleno de minerales, soy nutritivo. Mi marmelada es deliciosa. Como me llamo, soy apetitosa. So mis flores te quitarán el aliento means that my blossoms will take your breath away. Descubierto por los chinos hace mucho tiempo. I was discovered by the Chinese a long time ago. We already heard in English that the cherries, plums, and I are related. Las cerezas y las ciruelas, those are cherries and plums, están en mi familia. They are in my family. Mi color y sabor te llenaré con alegría. My color and taste will fill you with happiness. So what fruit, cuál fruta soy? What fruit am I? I'm a peach, un durazno. I have a picture of a peach. This is from our story. But there is a peach right there, right? Un durazno. In Spanish, in Spanish, peach is said durazno. El durazno. Can you guys say el durazno? El durazno. Peach. So, are we ready for our story? That was from our story. Are we ready to read our story? ¿Estamos listos para el cuento? Es el momento del cuento. It's time for the story. This is un cuento from Japan. Does anyone know where Japan is? ¿Dónde está Japón? ¿Dónde está Japón? This is a story, un cuento, from Japón, from Japan. So Japan is a series of islands, and they are to the southeast of Russia and China, and they are to the east of North and South Korea. They are out in the ocean. They are a series of islands out in the ocean. Okay, this is the North Pacific Ocean right there. So that is where Japan is. This story is called Momotaro, which in English translates to little peachling, and in Spanish would be something like el duraznito. So, hace mucho, mucho tiempo, a long, long time ago, there lived un viejo and una vieja, an old man and an old woman. The place where they lived was always under attack by ogres. Ogres are scary. Who lived on a nearby island called Onigashima, which in English means Ogre Island, and in Spanish is like Isla de Demonios, right? Demon or Ogre Island. But anyway, El Viejo one day went to the mountains to cut grass. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. La Vieja, the old woman, went to the river to wash clothes. There she is. While she was washing, a great big thing came tumbling and splashing whoosh, 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 down el rio, down the river. When La Vieja saw it, she was very glad. She was very happy and pulled it to her with a piece of bamboo that lay nearby. She fished it out of the river. When she took it up and looked at it, she saw that it was un durazno grandissimo, a great big peach. She then quickly finished her washing and returned home, intending to give el durazno to el viejo, to eat to her husband. Cuando ella la cortó in two, when she cut it in two, out came un niño from the large seed. What do you think un niño is? A boy, right? Un niño. Look at how surprised they are. They're so surprised by this niño. Seeing this, the old couple were so happy, and they named the niño Momotaro, which we already know means little peachling or el duraznito, because he came out of a peach. As both the old people took very good care of him, he grew and became very fuerte, strong, and inteligente. So the old couple made sure to educate him as much as they could. They're taking good care of him. Momotaro el duraznito began to realize his great strength as he got older. Because of this, he decided to cross over to la isla de demonios, Demon Island, or Ogre Island, take their riches, and then come back with them. He at once consulted with el viejo and la vieja about the matter. See, they're talking about it, and how do they look? They look sad, right? They're probably a little sad and scared that he's going away to do this big thing, this dangerous thing. But he talked them into it, and then he got them to make him some gyoza, or dumplings. There's some dumplings, gyoza. These he put in his pouch. Besides this, se preparó for his journey. He prepared for his journey to la isla de demonios, and then he set out on his way. Then first un perro came to the side of the way. Here's our perro. What's perro? Dog, right? And the perro said, Momotaro el duraznito, what have you there hanging at your belt? He replied, Momotaro replied, I have some of the very best Japanese gyoza. Give me one and I will go with you, said el perro. So Momotaro el duraznito took a gyoza out of his pouch and gave it to el perro. Then un mono came. What do you think un mono is? Do you remember? A monkey. And the situation was repeated. El mono also received a gyoza from Momotaro el duraznito. Last but not least, un faisan also came flying. Said, give me a gyoza too, and I will go along with you. What do you think un faisan is? A pheasant, un faisan. So he got a gyoza as well, and all three went along with Momotaro. In no time, here we go. Here they all are together. So we have Momotaro, el mono, el perro, y el faisan, the pheasant, right? They are all heading together toward la isla de demonios. And very quickly, they arrived there. As they entered the island, they met many, many, many demonios ready to fight. El perro, el mono, y el faisan fought bravely alongside Momotaro el duraznito. Can you see them all fighting and yelling? The leader of los demonios was Akandoji. That's Akandoji. And he started to fight with Momotaro. At last, Momotaro el duraznito sat on Akandoji, sat right on him. And then he tied him up with a rope so tight that he could not even move. All this was done in a fair fight. After this, Akandoji, el jefe de los demonios, the boss of the ogres, said he would surrender all his gold and riches. Momotaro el duraznito took them and regresó a casa. He took all of the riches, there you can see the riches, and he returned home with them. As he marched Bravely back home, he shared his story, that with the help of his 3 amigos, to whom he attributed all of his success, he had been able to defeat los demonios. So great was the joy of El Viejo and La Viejo when Momotaro came back. He feasted everybody bountifully and told many cuentos of his aventura, many stories of his adventure, and displayed his riches, and at last became a leading man, a man of influence, very rich and honorable, a man to be very much congratulated indeed. The end. El fin. That is the story of Momotaro el duraznito. We have one more rhyme today for you. Tenemos una rima más para ustedes. It goes like this, va así. El durazno con almíbar es simplemente fabuloso. Y lo como en el postre y siempre es muy sabroso. In English, it goes like this. Peaches with syrup, almíbar, is simply fabulous. Es simplemente fabuloso. And I eat it in desserts y lo como en el postre, and it is always tasty. Y siempre es muy sabroso. So listen, because fabuloso and sabroso, fabulous and tasty, actually rhyme in Spanish because they both have the sound oso at the end. So listen one more time. Escuchen una vez más. El durazno con almíbar es simplemente fabuloso. Y lo como en el postre y siempre es muy sabroso. Okay, eso es todo para hoy. That is all for today. Gracias por mirar, mis amigos. Thank you for watching, my friends. Adios. Goodbye.